Hey everybody, welcome to AnyScale Modelling Painting. In today's video I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how you can create a modular weapon system for your Gasland vehicles. So it gives you a bit more choice on the tables. You can chop and change your weapons, turrets, etc. So you can use the vehicle you like but just change the weapons. Hope you enjoy the video. So in this video I'm going to show you a few tips and techniques which I used to help you sort of not fully commit to your vehicles as such. So take this one for instance. It's going to be one of my tutorials and I'm going to paint this up as slime. So obviously you get your can allowance and all your different bits and bobs for Gaslands, but you might not want to, if you put a turret on the top, glue it on, paint it, you're stuck with that turret then. So my aim is to show you that you can sort of paint your vehicle up, weather it, whatever, being able to interchange your weapons. So you can obviously, if you need to drop your can limit or something like that, you can just put a different weapon on. Just so you've got a bit more options when you get to your games and stuff. You can just have 5 vehicles and 30 weapons, and you can just chop and change as they go along. So there's a few things you'll need. Obviously the weapons you need to go on there, and you can use a variety of things which I've got here. For the smaller weapons, this is just your normal fuse wire. This is probably your cheaper option. You can obviously go and get your little plastic card strips, your 2mm and stuff. But they'll work for the smaller turrets. The other thing which I picked up the other day, because I went to a hobby shop, looked at a strip of sort of plastic card, 3mm thick, and it was £3-4 at length, whatever. But at my local shop, they sell these. These were 99p, big box of lollies, and obviously you've got your plastic sticks. So there are things like cotton buds and stuff. But I know a lot of things now are moving on to the sort of cardboard sticks. So once you've eaten your lolly, you're left with this stick, and this is going to be your what you're going to use to connect the turrets to your vehicles. So what you need to do is get yourself just a small snippet like that. Just cut it down. You will notice this fly off in a minute, or it might not. There we go. So this is what's going to connect it. So we've just got a small piece of plastic there, and I think this is about 3.5-4mm. So obviously you'll measure, if you buy certain sticks, just double check. I'll give you the sizes I've used, but these might not be the ones. Then get yourself a pin vise, and obviously a turret that we're going to use. This is one from Dice Mechanic Games. This is one of their auto kill ones. So what you want to do is just start gradually going into this. You haven't got to go too far with this because this is the part you're going to glue, and obviously some turrets, just watch how far you go through. Don't go too mad, but just get it to a depth you're happy. That should be enough just to give it something there, just for the stick to go into. Okay, that's that step. I'll get some glue ready and I'll move on to the next one. Okay, right, next step. You've got your little bit of stick, you tie it with your hole and your glue, and you will need some tweezers for this because this is quite a fiddly job. So just get that bit of glue on the end, let the glue come out, just a bit of a thing on the end there, and just pop it in the turret and let it go out. Obviously once this is dry, you can either snip this off. I mean, if you're doing your interior and you can see through it, you might see this stick through the Hot Wheels, but that's basically gone off now. Just check it's level, just shift that over a little bit. Alright, make sure it's in square, and there, let that go off, and that's ready for the next step. Right, so the final step is to drill your hole on top of this. Now this, obviously you can use a pin vise, it will take you a long time. So if you've got an electric drill, great, get that out. The size of the bits I've used for the lollipop sticks is I used a 4mm pin vise to go into there, because obviously you glue it. And I found the best thing to do is try and go 1/2 mm smaller on the drill bit for this bit. It'll be a bit tight, but then there is, I've got a little round file, just to sort of just make the hole small, bigger as you go along, just to make sure it's a tight fit. So obviously you don't move your car across the track and it just falls out. So decide where you want your hole. So I think I'm going to go somewhere around there. Make sure a bit further that way. So there's your hole through your main body. And obviously with this one I'm keeping the plastic. So the best thing to do is put it back on and roughly see where we're coming out. So we are pretty much coming out into that centre hole, but I will just make that this back of this hole a little bit bigger. So I'll do that with the file and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Alright, final step then. Once you've obviously got your interior ready to take it, just get yourself the round file and just gradually move it around the hole. Don't take off too much at once, because it can you can take too much off. There's only, like I say, there's only half a mil really in the size between the two drill bits. So just keep going around, and every so often just get the weapon and try it in. So we're starting to get in there. So it's a little bit too tight, so just go again. Tiny bit more. And obviously once you're doing this, don't forget if you put a coat of paint on as well. Obviously the paint might make it a bit thicker, so obviously once it's painted, just try your turrets on again, because obviously the paint will obviously make it a bit, the hole a bit tighter. But there we go, stuck on the top there. So yeah, there you go. I'll leave you now with a couple of stills of all the other ones I've tried. Oh, and actually before I go, I will just show you. Where is it? That one there. Obviously with the fuse wire I showed you before, it's just another one I've tried. And as you can see, this is just like a little rocket launcher, a little missile launcher, just with a bit of smaller pin vise hole on the bottom, bit of fuse wire. It's quite sturdy wire. I've drilled a hole there on the side, if you can see. No, hang on yet. I didn't drill through the side there. Just take the top off there. As you can see, you get your rocket launcher there. If you don't want rocket launchers, that one, pop it off. Stick a couple of, machine guns, mini guns, whatever. It just gives you that option then, just to, if you haven't got to commit to it, just leave your holes, and then you can just put your little modular weapons on the side. So if you see your friends rocking a certain type of weapon, you can always just quickly pop these off and change your loadout, which is something they might not be able to do. So yeah, I'll leave you with a few stills of the other turrets. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So that's the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it's going to help you create sort of a bit more variation to your vehicles. And as always, if you like the video, like it. If you've got any questions, comments, or any future tutorials you want me to cover, pop it in the comments below and I will get back to you. And as always, if you like the channel, subscribe. Also, you can support me on my Patreon page for as little as $1 a month, and in you doing so will just help the channel grow and create more content for you guys. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you again next time.